Today, I just wanted to give a little update in terms of the E2 visa numbers for 2020 and the month of November. They were recently released, as well as the 2020 financial fiscal year numbers for the government. So our analysts are still going through some of the numbers in terms of the 2020 totals. Significant decrease, as you can imagine, in terms of the visa issuances given the COVID pandemic. So where in 2019 there was over 40,000 E2 visas issued, in 2020, the government fiscal year, which ends in the end of September, there was around 23,000 E2 visas issued. So we're still going through the numbers. The approval rate went down just a little bit, as well as the decrease in E2 visas issued wasn't as great as non-immigrant visas as a whole. That went down a lot. So we're still going through some of those numbers, but I just wanted to share with you some of our findings looking at the most recent monthly data that we have. This is for October as well as for November of 2020. And the positive thing, a lot of consulates are processing E2 visas. So Almaty in Kazakhstan, Athens, Greece is not an E2 visa country. However, you could have an Italian citizen residing in Greece that applies an Athens consulate. So you have an approval out of Athens. Also, many approvals that we also saw in October, such as in Auckland, New Zealand, in Bangkok, Thailand, and then as well approval in Azerbaijan. I was glad to see that the Baku consulate embassy is processing E2 visas, as well as going down the list. An interesting find was for Mexico City, where Mexico City traditionally has not been processing E2 visas for Mexican nationals. It was generally done in Ciudad Juarez, and we have quite a few Mexican E2 visa investors that are now withdrawing their application or just applying flat out in Mexico City, which many of our clients from Mexico are based in Mexico City or would rather avoid traveling to the border town of Ciudad Juarez for the interview. Another update is Mexican nationals. As you might know, it's not a 1 year reciprocity, it's now for 4 years. So E2 visas are generally granted for 4 years to Mexican nationals. So it's a very positive update. And you can see a bit of a slowdown across for the month of November, especially for those consulates where there was a lot of pent-up demand, such as in London, UK, and Madrid, Spain. Still, we see that Japan remains strong. So that's really it for now. I hope you found this video helpful in terms of giving some updates into some of the consulates that are now processing E2 visas. And we'll be going through the 2020 data, most likely later this week, if not next week. This has been Patrick Findaro, managing partner at Visa Franchise and co-founder at Vetted Biz. At Visa Franchise, we help you find and analyze franchises that might be eligible for the E2 visa. And then Vetted Biz, if you're looking to buy an existing business for your E2 visa, it's a great resource with thousands of businesses available as well as franchises. Feel free to enter in the comment box if there's other data that you'd like us to review in terms of the E2 visa, or even it could be related to franchises and what franchise industries might be best for 2021. Thanks again.